Hello Boom Penguins, Alex here with your weekly pocket-sized yet rocket-powered consignment of top 5 shorts, brought to you by Barcroft TV. We upload a fresh video every weekday and we've always got something new and glittering up our embroidered sleeves. So, to be certain you don't miss a thing, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now this show is all about you and we love to hear the thoughts that are whizzing around in your tiny minds, including some of the stranger stuff, which is why a little while ago I asked you to share some of the weirdest animal facts you'd ever heard. Your responses prompted me to Google some things that I can never unsee. A couple of my favourites included Emo Rainbow's revelation that prehistoric sharks' teeth used to grow in spiral formations and worked a bit like chainsaws, which is terrifying. Then the Faybeck also commented that certain turtles are able to breathe through their butts. It's true! I can only imagine the halitosis. If you're into truly wild wildlife, Barcroft have some vids that are right up your street. Check out our playlists. As for my next question to you, if you could only eat one food forevermore, what would you choose to chomp? Let me know what you'd nibble in the comments below. And in the meantime, on with the show. Plummeting in at 5, holy moly, it's a true leap of faith as an extreme sports team called No Limits dress up as priests in order to climb to the top of Warsaw's Palace of Culture and Science, the tallest building in Poland, and then base jump off the side. The group of 4 daredevils in disguise hid their parachutes between their legs and then covered them with their long cassocks so they could slip past the building's tight security and pull off their stunt. Inspired idea, guys, but how on earth did your grinning faces and giggles not give you away? Because seriously, there's not one moment in this recording when those 4 dudes aren't absolutely in stitches. Charging in at 4 is some fascinating footage showing a new, innovative way to try to stop poachers from cutting off the horns of rhinos and selling them on the black market. The Rhino Rescue Project in South Africa first sedate animals and then inject their horns with a mixture of toxins and red dye, rendering them useless as ornaments and poisonous for human consumption. A few of you asked why rhinos' horns can't just be cut off entirely by conservationists, so there's nothing for poachers to steal in the first place. However, rhino horns grow back after being removed, so this kind of procedure would have to be repeated every year or 2. Plus, even the stub of a sawn-off rhino horn is still valuable to poachers who can grind it into a powder and sell it that way. 3 is usually the magic number, but on this week's Top 5 Shorts, it's more of a tragic blunder for the hapless Impala who gathered beneath a tree in Botswana. Unbeknownst to them, a wily leopard had climbed up the trunk and hidden amongst the leaves, ready to spring from the branches and take his prey completely by surprise. It's death from above. I love the comment nicknaming the leopard a meat-seeking missile. Unbelievable! Barcroft TV are no strangers to flying felines. One of our most famous videos with over 42 million views on YouTube alone features a lion taking to the air. Check it out if you've not seen it already. Turning up the super bass at number 2, it's Nicki Minaj. Or is it? 28-year-old Alicia Sherman Wizard not only has one of the greatest names in the history of mankind, but she also bears an uncanny resemblance to off-the-wall pop star Nicki Minaj, so much so that she's decided to carve out a career as a lookalike. I'll be honest, some of you seemed far too busy admiring Alicia's handsome husband Kashif, but amongst those of you who are able to tear your eyes away from his rippling biceps, there was a fair amount of debate about how much Ms. Wizard actually makes a convincing mock Minaj. A number of commenters reckoned that Alicia and Nicki could pretty much be twins, while others thought that Alicia's bum is rather too petite in comparison to the singer's infamously boombastic bottom. If you're fascinated by wallopingly widescreen posteriors and can never resist the call of booty, Barcroft TV have a number of vids you might find interesting. Check out the rear here, and here, and here. Links to all the videos featured in the show are listed below. I'd also be intrigued to know if you've ever been told you look like a celebrity yourself. I have been accused of resembling a character from the Hunger Games a few times. Can you guess which one? I'm a big fan of the books though, so I'm going to take that as a compliment. Finally, speaking of Nicki Minaj, she raps in her latest track that her Anaconda don't. And in our #1 video this week, there's an anaconda that you definitely don't want to mess with, especially if you're a dog. Maths teacher Sebastian Bascules decided that he was going to capture a ginormous 175-pound, 17-foot long anaconda after the beast devoured his friend's pet pooch. Sebastian wrestled the gargantuan snake out of a river near his mate's house before blindfolding it with a t-shirt and keeping it in a bathtub for the night, then releasing it in a river 6 miles away the next day. This isn't the first time that Monsieur Bascules has ensnared a ridiculously sized reptile. He's caught between 15 and 20 other anaconda in the past, although this is his biggest to date. He says the fact that it was busy digesting his pal's dog made it lazier and calmer, and therefore easier to subdue. That's this week's show, all zipped up, but apologies to anyone who's now got that song stuck in their heads. Don't forget to tune in next Friday for the next episode and leave your feedback telling us what you'd like to see, learn and say. But before I whiz off, here's a faster than a speeding bullet heads up as to what's happening on Barcroft TV over the next 7 days. This powerlifting OAP is still pumping iron well into their golden years. Stay switched on to catch the whole story. Until then, see you around, glow lozenges.